that was King James. That's what ain't that the dude that played for the Los Angeles Lakers? Ain't that the four-time champion, four-time league MVP, the leading scorer in NBA history, all-time leading scorer? Ain't that dude?
If LeBron and the Lakers lose tonight, they'll have an 8% chance of winning the whole entire series. And I find it funny that Marcus Morris thinks this series is going to be a sweep. Here's his dumbass talking on First Take.
Can get swept. Like, it's not easy to go in Minnesota with a team this confident.
Respectfully, Marcus, shut your dumb ass up, bro. We ain't come for you. So in today's video, I will be explaining how the Lakers will win Game 2. If you guys are new here, make sure you guys like the video. Make sure you comment down below what other videos you want me to react to. And make sure you guys subscribe and turn on them post notifications if you're new so you won't miss a single video. But I'm going to go ahead and get straight into the video on why the Lakers can win Game 2. Problem number one that they had in Game 1 was the offensive rebounding. I feel like if they can clean this up, it'll be much better. You see in this clip, they forced Ant to shoot a bad shot, but he gets his own rebound and kicks it out to Naz Reid. Look at this again, bro. Great defense by Rui Hachimura. You want Ant shooting a bad shot, but you guys aren't coming down with the rebound and finishing the possession, which allows Naz Reid to just have a wide open three. This should not be happening, bro. And then in another clip, you force Ant to shoot a bad shot, but Ant gets the offensive rebound right back. Now, I'm going to slow the clip down because this is LeBron's fault. You guys see great defense, but LeBron is stalling. He's not running down to get the rebound. And Jackson Hayes shouldn't be getting outsnagged over a 6'4" guard or a 6'5" guard max. Julius Randle right here goes up. He gets his own rebound, and he goes right back up with it. Like, it's stuff like this. If they could just work on rebounding the glass and just getting after it on the defensive boards, they'll be okay. Problem number two that they had, and this is a big problem, is help defense. Here's a clip where you see Anthony Edwards, right? Pay attention to Luka. You guys see how Luka just gets caught up and McDaniels gets a free three? Or is that Naz Reid? That's Naz Reid, my bad. Look at Luka and Luka gave Vincent, bro. They don't communicate right here, and Luka falls asleep. And I think that's McDaniels. No, that's McDaniels. Okay, yeah, McDaniels shoots the three. Like, you can't have that. Here's another clip right here. Pay attention to Dorian Finney-Smith. LeBron goes to cheat up. He leaves Julius Randle wide open for the three. Again, we're going to look again. Anthony Edwards penetrates the middle. He notices he has Luka on him. And, of course, LeBron is going to help Luka because he knows Luka's a defensive liability at times, which gives Julius Randle just a free three. The Lakers have to stop with the help defense. Here's another clip right here. Ant-Man is iso on Luka once again. Vando comes to help. He hits him with a pass. Easy. You can't help. In these situations, bro, when you're over helping, you're giving them free threes, bro. And then LeBron, he's pretty much guarding two people. So once Ant-Man hits the spin and he turns around, boom, he finds Julius Randle wide open for the three. Now, Julius Randle isn't the greatest three-point shooter, but you still have to respect him. Here's another clip. You got Austin Reeves guarding Anthony Edwards. And you guys see Jaden McDaniels slides, Luka helps. And that's just bad defense. You don't need the help right there. I want you guys to look at this clip again. Here's Anthony Edwards. Here's Austin Reeves. If Austin Reeves gets like outbeat, you have Jackson Hayes on the help. But Luka decides to cheat and try to get a steal. And that ends up for Jaden McDaniels to hit a wide open three. And you wonder why Jaden McDaniels was going crazy. He went 3 for 3. Luka has to be more aware. Then Luka shoots a bad shot right here. The Timberwolves go down the court, runs right by him. Easy layup for Jaden McDaniels. Like, you have to have better possessions on offense, and you have to get your defense set better. Here's another clip of the Lakers helping. Here's Rui Hachimura right here. Now, you guys pay close attention. Naz Reid gets an easy bucket right here, man. I'll even slow this clip down again. Ant-Man, all he's doing is penetrating the middle every time. Look at the off-ball movements. He hits Rui, he's driving in, and pay attention to Luka, bro. Pay attention to AR. This man, Luka, again, he's in no man's land guarding really two people when he really should be cheating up to guard Naz Reid, and he lets Naz Reid get another three. That's a huge problem. But problem number 3 is just staying disciplined on defense. Now, this is killer for the Lakers because look at this right here. Why are you jumping Austin Reeves? Dante DiVincenzo is not going to make that, bro. Again, this is a fast break opportunity. The Lakers are bad in transition too. But look, he jumps. All you have to do is stay on your feet right here. You have Dante DiVincenzo boxed, and you live for another possession with whatever they do. But that's what's really getting them is they can't stay on their feet. Look, Julius Randle kicks out. Look at Gabe Vincent right here. Gabe Vincent is going to go jump, give Dante DiVincenzo a wide open 3, and he missed. Now, Dante DiVincenzo had an off game. I think he was like 1 for 3 from the 3-point line. But look at the looks they're getting. If you constantly jump, you're going to give them free threes and open threes, and the score can be even worse than it already was, bro. So the team as a whole has to work on staying on their feet and not over-helping. That's the big problem with the Los Angeles Lakers. Here's one more clip. You guys see Julius Randle tries to post up. He gets the ball. He passes it. He passes it again. Now, this is good defense. But look at Luka right here. Luka jumps. Luka does not have to jump right there. And that allowed Julius Randle to get the floater and the putback like you guys seen in the earlier clip. So, if the Lakers can just work on staying disciplined and not over-helping, they can win game 2. Look at this. Julius Randle is not a threat from the 3 like that. He's not Dirk Nowitzki. Like, I understand he was hot this game, but you'll live. Let's get on to the next problem with the Lakers. Problem 4 is going to be transition defense. And like I touched earlier, their transition defense is trash. Their transition defense was actually trash in the regular season too. And it's just like coming into the playoffs as well. They have to work on getting back on defense, because this is a huge problem. Look, Ant-Man is going to get a free 3 because they don't get all the way back in transition how they're supposed to. Look, it is like 3 to 4 people focused on the paint. Nobody is guarding Ant-Man. Nobody even think to pick him up. And he ends up making a 3. Now, that is a deep 3, but you still got to play better defense than that. Then you see LeBron tries to gamble for a steal. Didn't need to. Now it's a 5-on-4. Anthony Edwards shoots the 3. Easy. Look at this clip again. LeBron, you're 40. Stop over gambling. This is why your transition defense is bad, Lakers. LeBron, you cannot gamble for steals, bro. You have to be more disciplined. And then Ant-Man, like I said before, he gets an easy pull-up 3 and makes the score 80-54. Look at Luka right here. Luka tries to stop Anthony Edwards, and he does a bad job and allows Jaden McDaniels to score in transition. Now, I don't know exactly what Luka was doing. I think he wanted a foul call, and he didn't get it. I don't understand why you didn't foul right here. It wouldn't be a transition take foul if you fouled. You would have stopped the ball, and you would have fought for another possession. So, again, Luka, that's your bad. You have to have more fluid offense, bro. You can't be forcing bad shots. Then Ant-Man gets a 3 in the corner. I think the common denominator for this series is that they're going to have to play Jackson Hayes more. Because I think if Jackson Hayes plays, you won't have to worry so much about rebounding. Because there's no way Ant-Man should be getting all of these rebounds, bro. Like, I understand they try to run Dorian Finney-Smith on the court to try to, like, run small ball to get Gobert in mismatches, but I just don't think that's the best idea, bro. When I'm looking at the stats, they allowed 25 fast break points. So that's unacceptable, bro. You shouldn't be allowing 25 fast break points. You shouldn't be allowing another team to be able to just snag on you guys like that and score in the paint. And then they had 18 points off turnover. So if the Lakers can play a much cleaner game of basketball, I definitely think they can win game 2. JJ Redick is going to have to make some major decisions, because Ant-Man is not going to go away. Jaden McDaniels is not going to go away. Julius Randle is not going to go away. None of these guys are looking to go away. They already know that they're the underdogs, and they're coming out with a chip on their shoulder every single night. So LeBron in this, I'm just trying to get used to the playoff feel and stuff. It's not going to cut it from here on out. They're going to have to adjust and make plays the best way they can.